Hello, BookTube. Well, yesterday was clearly a bit of a situation. Now, wasn't it? Not one, not two, but three long, rambly videos. 90 minutes of Steve in one day. That's a bit much. So today we have mail, and we're going to go through it and talk about books as always, but it's a smaller mail haul, and we're going to try and get through it in an expeditious way to give you a break. And I apologize once again for the bouncy cam. This time it's Frida, who is going a little nuts. So let's see what we have here first. Oh, fantastic. Okay, I requested this. This is called Short Circuits, Aphorisms, Fragments, and Literary Anomalies, edited by James Lowe and Alex Stein. The Lowe points to scientists who have studied how short writing can shake up our mental sets or the conceptual ruts in which our thoughts run. According to neuroscientist Andrew Newberg and his partner Mark Robert Waldman, cognitive surprises like those offered by aphorisms can do this. Repeated exposure to little enlightenments rewires neurological pathways and improves our inner state of well-being and our ability to cooperate with others without conflict. Okay. This is a collection of short works by 64 writers. A new kind of short-form writing in Short Circuits is literary personae, or writing with a larger-than-life persona or mask. Okay. All right. That's not exactly what I thought this was. This comes out in April, and it is, as you could tell from that, literature for lazy people. So we'll move on straight away to something else here. What have we here? Oh, okay. Much more my line of country. Okay, this is from Harvard University Press. Comes out in April, and it is The Law of Blood: Thinking and Acting as a Nazi. I remember this sounded really good. The scale and depth of Nazi brutality seemed to defy understanding. What could drive people to fight, kill, and destroy with such ruthless ambition? Observers and historians have offered countless explanations since the 1930s, according to Johann Chapoutot. I don't really know how to pronounce that author's name. We need to understand better how the Nazis explained it themselves. We need a clearer view, in particular, of how they were steeped in and spread the idea that history gave them no choice. It was either kill or die. He's one of France's leading historians, and he spent years immersing himself in the texts and images that reflected and shaped the mental world of Nazi ideologies. That sounds fascinating to me. Although now that I hear that he's one of France's leading intellectuals, I worry that this is a translated work. Oh, it is. It's translated by Miranda Richmond Moyo, and it originally came out a long time ago. It came out in 2014. Oh, okay. I'm going to kind of want to read the original now. I wonder if the publicist at Harvard will have a copy or access to one. I'll find out. I'll definitely read this, definitely. But if it's a serious work where there is a chance that scholarly through line or nuance is important, I'm going to want to have the original if I can. We'll see. What's this next one here? Oh, fantastic! All right, great. This is the finished copy. Comes out in the middle of next month. The finished copy of The Triumph of Christianity: How a Forbidden Religion Swept the World by Bart Ehrman, who some of you might, those of you who are maybe theologically inclined or who follow the quote-unquote new atheism, might know him from various YouTube clips. I imagine he's all over YouTube. He's the author of a number of works on Christianity, including early Christianity. This is a familiar topic. This topic, Christianity didn't have to become the dominant religion in the West. It could easily have remained a sect of Judaism, fated to have historical importance of the Sadducees or the Essenes. So how did a religion whose first believers were 20 or so illiterate day laborers in a remote part of the empire become the official religion of Rome, converting some 30 million people in just 4 centuries? This will be a lot of fun to read. Ehrman is a really good writer. he regularly gets speaking gigs, and I don't know why. He's a terrible public speaker. He yells. That's what his idea of public speaking is. He just yells. He yells things. He doesn't just yell like a lunatic on a street corner, but it's not a pleasant delivery at all. Anyway, let's move on. Let's keep this nice and brisk. Okay, next thing is a great big thing. It's a novel. It's called The Mandela Plot by Kenneth Bonaire. Comes out in May. A vibrant, propulsive literary thriller. Slow down there, Seymour. I'll quite literally be the judge of that. Charts the high-stakes journey of a young man trying to find his place in a country that has lost its way. As the 1980s draw to a close, oh, I'm sorry to see them go. South America is a maelstrom of political violence with the apartheid regime in its death throes. Young Martin Helger is the struggling odd duck in an elite private boys' school in Johannesburg, with his father a rough-handed scrap dealer and his brother a mysterious legend. When a beautiful, manipulative American arrives at the family home, Martin soon finds himself wrenched out of his isolated bubble and thrust into the raw heart of the struggle. At the same time, secrets from the past begin to emerge, and old sins long buried return in terrifying new ways, tearing at the Helgers, a second-generation Jewish family, even as the larger forces of history and politics tear the country as a whole. From the acclaimed author of the National Jewish Book Award-winning debut novel The Lion Seeker, The Mandela Plot is a masterwork, at once a riveting literary thriller, a moving coming-of-age tale, and an unforgettable story of a world where power dynamics are constantly shifting, across regimes, race, class, and within a single family, even a single human being. Okay, that does sound ambitious. That does sound good. Yeah, that's May. I will read this in the spring. The only thing from that description, I'm all on board. I'll gladly read it. The only part of that description that might irritate me would be if the beautiful American muckraker that we're told joins the family is male. If there's a subplot or a fascination current between the young man, Martin Helger, and a male American, and the publisher doesn't want to mention it, that would be irritating. But it's probably not. It's probably a woman. Okay, great. So the Mandela Plot. Right, we're cooking right along here. We're doing just fine. This mail haul has almost no chance of snowballing into one of the monstrosities from yesterday. So what's this next one? It's heavy. It could be a finished copy of something. It is. Good. Oh, very nice. All right, this comes out in February. February is shaping up rather nicely, and I am looking forward to it, as any reader of contemporary history just has to start salivating when you see this author. This is Directorate S by Steve Cole, the author of Ghost Wars. A brutal, amazingly good book called Ghost Wars, and this is his new book. Prior to 9/11, the United States had been carrying out small-scale covert operations in Afghanistan, ostensibly in cooperation with, although often in direct opposition to, ISI, the Pakistani intelligence agency. While the United States was trying to quell extremists, a highly secretive and compartmentalized wing of ISI known as Directorate S was covertly training, arming, and seeking to legitimize the Taliban in order to enlarge Pakistan's sphere of influence. After 9/11, when 59 countries, led by the United States, deployed troops or provided aid to Afghanistan in an effort to flush out the Taliban and al-Qaeda, the United States was set on an invisible slow-motion collision course with Pakistan. This could not be any more relevant, and it will be fascinatingly written, which is great. That's just what you want. Fantastic. Okay. And then our last book, because we have kept this whole thing under control. And I might also make just one video today to give you all a little bit of a break. Although, again, you don't say that you need one. I got so many emails yesterday from people saying, oh, good. Oh, boy. 3 long videos. I don't know what's wrong with you people. Anyway, okay, great. This is due this month. Comes out. Well, we've seen it already on this channel, I feel sure. This is Michael Safard. This is The Wall and the Gate. Israel, Palestine, and the Legal Battle for Human Rights. A very big, up-to-date, and really argumentative book on a subject that I love reading about. Just love reading about it. So that's fantastic. Okay. So this was a history-heavy mail haul. That's very nice. So we have the Wall and the Gate in a finished copy. We have Directorate S by Steve Cole, the new Steve Cole. Hoo-hoo. We have The Mandela Plot by Kenneth Bonaire. We have The Triumph of Christianity by Bart Ehrman. The Law of Blood by Johann Chaputut. And Short Circuits, Literature for Lazy People. So that's not bad, and that will do for now. And then I'll be back tomorrow, or maybe later today if I feel like nattering on to you again. But in the meantime, thank you very much, BookTube, and I'll see you soon.